Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get right to our top stories this morning, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. The 18-year-old Las Vegas woman who developed a rare blood clot after getting the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is on the road to recovery. After multiple brain surgeries, Emma Berkey has been moved to a rehab facility. A spokesperson for her family said, quote, "She is getting a lot better and she's been working really hard at her rehab." The spokesperson says Berkey is now able to stand with some assistance and her feeding tube has been removed. A GoFundMe account to support Berkey through her recovery has raised nearly $56,000. NV Energy might be turning off electric service in the Mount Charleston area to avoid potential wildfires. The utility hasn't decided yet whether to implement the public safety outage management program, but it is considering doing so in the Kyle Canyon area, and it could last 40 hours. This is in response to the National Weather Service issuing a fire weather watch for southern Nevada. A man who had been convicted of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a 6-year-old girl is now free on the order of a Las Vegas judge. Review Journal's Jen Ah has more on the controversial decision. Good morning, Jen.
Well, Renee, some elements of the story remain unclear. Late last month, the Nevada Supreme Court questioned a meeting that took place during the 2015 trial of Diego Salazar between Assistant DA Robert Dasquez and the now retired District Judge Doug Smith. A 3-panel judge wrote, quote, "In short, that misconduct occurred is clear, but we are unable to determine the extent of the prosecutorial and/or judicial misconduct. Prosecutors agreed to offer Salazar a deal, plead guilty to 1 count each of battery and possession of a controlled substance, and he will be able to walk free immediately without registering as a sex offender." The district judge then ordered his release. Renee?
Well, winning a jackpot is exciting all by itself, but what if you and your spouse win big on the same night? That's exactly what happened to a California couple at Red Rock Resort. Christy Jones hit a straight flush on the flop while playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em. She won just over $9,000. Several hours later, Christy's husband, David Jones, hit a straight flush on his own while playing the same game. He won over $8,000. In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental Love Your Smile Again, the Pearson Community Center hosted a town hall Tuesday on how mental health and COVID-19 impacts communities of color. The Raiders team clinician, Dr. Sheldon Jacobs, and Raiders defensive tackle Solomon Thomas opened up about the obstacles they have faced when pursuing healthier mental states.
I didn't go to therapy until, it was almost too late, and it was almost too late. And, I've learned a lot throughout my journey. And, what I've learned is that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel awkward. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel weird, angry, whatever your feelings are. Like, these are feelings of the human experience. We're supposed to feel them all.
Now let's take a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. Hazardous weather conditions are forecasted for your Wednesday. A wind and red flag warning is in effect starting this afternoon into Thursday evening. Wind gusts could get up to 32 miles per hour today. Highs will be in the upper 90s. For the rest of the week, a fire watch will be in effect as winds continue. Gusts could get as high as 40 miles per hour Thursday. All of this will die down by Friday with a 20-degree cool down. YouTube will remind you the next time 7 at 7 is uploaded. Just subscribe down below and don't forget to drop us a like. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, Google says it will launch its first of its kind geothermal energy project right here in Nevada. The project will draw energy from deep in the earth to generate electricity for its data centers, including here in Las Vegas. Google says it expects to start drawing electricity from the project next year. A Nevada official said that Google's announcement shows that the state is open for business. And South Point is hosting a job fair on Thursday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The casino is looking for full-time and part-time workers, and all hires will need to undergo a drug test and a background check. You can learn more by visiting southpointcasino.com.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. On Tuesday night, the Golden Knights secured a 3-1 victory in Game 2 of the first round of the NHL playoffs to even their series against the Minnesota Wild at a game apiece.
The response was key, and like I said, I think getting a goal was critical. We were going on at that point, 4+ periods without one. I just sensed we were a different group after that goal. It was great timing by Marshy to get that one right away, obviously, and put us back in the game. But the importance of actually getting a goal, can't be minimized, because I thought we were much better after that.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Rory McIlroy is the 12-1 favorite at the Westgate for golf's second major of the year, the PGA Championship, which starts Thursday in Kiowa Island, South Carolina. John Rahm and Justin Thomas are next at 14-1, followed by Xander Schauffele at 16-1, and Bryson DeChambeau, Dustin Johnson, and Jordan Spieth at 18-1. Handicapper Wes Reynolds is targeting Rahm and DeChambeau, among others. Read all of Reynolds' selections on lvrj.com.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, how hot is the Las Vegas luxury housing market? Experts say it could set a new record this year. Forrest Barbie with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services says over 160 homes worth $1 million or more were sold in April alone. And that's after a record 170 homes were sold in March. One record that could fall this year is the highest price ever paid for a home in Las Vegas. And in case you're wondering, that was set in 2016 when magician David Copperfield bought a mansion in Summerlin for $17.5 million. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum is coming to life, so to speak, in a new TV series. Bagans is teaming up with filmmaker Eli Roth on The Haunted Museum, which will debut later this year on Discovery Plus. The series will feature stories about some of Bagans' prized possessions, including a wine cabinet that's said to be one of the world's most haunted objects. Roth said in a statement that he loves the fact that all of the objects are available for people to see if they dare. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have Amazon Fire TV, search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.